George, would you consider learning Cantonese after you master Japanese, Chinese? Like just random, out of the blue. No. No, I have no desire to learn Cantonese at all. Too many tones. I figured, honestly, it's cool enough to say I speak Chinese. Most Americans will not even know what that means. Why, you speak Oriental? They'll be very excited that I speak all these Oriental languages. To learn Cantonese is like a waste of my energy. I'd rather say I know Japanese, Chinese, because Chinese is Cantonese and Mandarin. So to say both of those is like, I know Japanese, I know Chinese, I know Korean, I know Russian, and I know Spanish, and I know Italian. That's cool. I know Cantonese, I know Mandarin, I know Wu. No one knows what that means. You speak that ornamental? Hello and welcome to Japanese from Zero. I'm George Trombley, and this is Course 3, Lesson 9, and we're going to talk about coming to like or coming to hate something in Japanese. We're going to use one of the verbs that we learned in the last lesson in combination to make a new set of verbs. And we do need to know Hayashi, woods, mori, forest, ishi, stone, hana, flower, inu, dog, mushi, bug, and machi, town. Some of the new words that we need to know are just verbs initially in this first video. Su, to smoke or to suck. To smoke or to suck. And it's more like inhale, like that kind of a suck, not like you suck, right? But a vacuum can suck. A vacuum can suck things really well. So to smoke or to suck. And it's all by itself. If you just said to somebody, su, it would mean do you smoke? Suimasu ka, do you smoke? They would know right away. You don't even have to have an object. They just assume that su means to smoke. All right? This is to come to like something. Suki ni naru. Now, it's really just kind of like a usage of naru, but it is considered, you can use it like it's its own verb. So suki ni naru, to come to like. In other words, you didn't used to like it, but now you do. Same thing with kirai ni naru, to come to dislike something. Okay? This is surprisingly handy. Once you know a lot of Japanese, you'll hear this. Let's look at some of the verb usage. So, you can suck a thing. Thing osu. But the most common thing that people suck is cigarettes. You smoke. And the way to say smoke in Japanese, you don't say, for example, like smoke suru. There's not like a verb that just means smoke. It is su, but typically it's tabako o su, to smoke a cigarette. You can smoke a cigar. That's hamaki. Hamaki o su. Okay? So if someone asks you, tabako o suimasu ka? Tabako o suimasu ka? Do you smoke? You could say, iie suimasen. Iie suimasen. Or you could make the joke and say, iie sumimasen. Right? So a joke I used to say is, tabako o suimasu ka? Iie suimasen, suimasen. Because sumimasen, in its broke down form, can be suimasen, suimasen, suimasen. They don't say the me, they say e. Suimasen. Iie suimasen, suimasen. So if you did it like that, it would be kind of funny. It's kind of like a pun. Iie suimasen, suimasen. If you say it twice, they'll know. Like, no, I don't smoke. I'm sorry. Excuse me about that. All right. Okay. So if you're coming to like something, you didn't used to like it, but now you do like it. I like it now. Like if you say, oh, now I like it. If you want to say now I like it, you wouldn't say ima suki desu. That's kind of weird. It's better to say suki ni narimashita. I've come to like it. Okay? So it's thing ga suki ni naru. For example, a lot of people are scared of kanji. They're very scared of it. They don't understand how really fundamentally important it is to learn kanji for Japanese. Like, I like this. I think in the past I've said this before, that Latin, for example, Latin, a very important language when you're learning a certain subset of languages, right? If you learn Latin, you'll learn how English was made, right? Now, I wouldn't recommend ever to a Japanese person to learn Latin, because that's a lot of work to get proficient in English. But if you're planning on being a linguist, yeah, Latin's a great language to learn because it branches off into so many of the other languages, right? Although it's a dumb language to learn if all you want to do is talk to people, because not a lot of people speak Latin, right? It's not like you can't go to Latin land and you can't meet with some Latinians, right? Latinas, you can meet with Latinas, but they're not speaking Latin, they're speaking We're speaking Spanish, right? So, forgive me for anything ignorant I just said about Spanish-speaking people. But my point being, there is no country that's officially speaking Latin, but it's a great thing to learn if you're learning multiple languages. Well, kanji is used in Japan every single day, and it's very, very important if you want to get good at Japanese to understand kanji, because it is the underlying meaning of so many words, right? You can understand a lot of connecting things. So you might not like it in the beginning because it's scary, but what happens if, oh, now I like it now. I've come to like kanji. How do you say that? I've come to like kanji. Or I like it now. Who has it here? It is kanji ga suki ni narimashita. Kanji ga. Ga. Remember that ski and kirai used ga. Okay? Now I'm going to show you later where that ga can be something else, but when you're just saying, I like it, I came to like it, it's just like saying kanji ga suki. I like kanji, kanji ga suki. Kanji ga suki ni narimashita. I've come to like it. I have literally become liking kanji. Alright? Man, you should listen to rap music. Rap music is awesome. You got Big Sean, or is it Big John? I always forget. Or is it Little John and Big Sean? You got all these great rap guys. You know, they got a core message, you know. No matter how much I tell you that, maybe I'm not going to like rap. I won't come to like rap. How would you say that? I won't come to like rap. Like, you know, you like, no matter what you tell me, right? No matter what you tell me, ラップが好きになりません。ラップが好きになりません。No matter how much I try, I don't like rap, and I'm not going to come to like rap. Okay? Okay. Let's say that there's a really beautiful girl, and I start working with this new beautiful girl at the company, right? And I have a girlfriend or a wife, for example, and my wife wants to say, hey, don't come to like her, okay? In other words, don't end up liking her. Don't fall in love with her is kind of what she's saying, but don't come to like her. This is a typical phrase that you might hear. This is where the ga becomes o. Let me tell you why. Ga narimashita is passive. Ga suki ni narimashita is passive. We talked about this in the last lesson. And kanojo o suki ni naranai de ne, it's active. I actively coming to like her. You could think about it that way. It'll probably help you remember. But it's naru is an active verb by itself, right? Think about it that way. Suki ni naru is act like I. If you're saying naranai de, it's only when you're doing the command form. Only when you're doing command form, because then it becomes active, right? It's like something you can prevent. So I could say, my wife or my girlfriend might say to me about a new hot girl in the office, 彼女を好きにならないでね. In a cute, nice way, not really being jealous, because I'm not a guy, I wouldn't date a jealous girl. Ugh. Jealousy. One of the worst feelings, honestly. One of the worst emotions. 彼女を好きにならないでね. Very cute, right? Just, 彼女を好きにならないでね. ならないよ. I wouldn't. 好きにならないよ. Okay? Alright. Only when you're, remember, only becomes O when you're using naide or te form. Okay. Alright, let's talk about the opposite. Thing ga kirai ni naru. Oh, by the way, if you mess up the O and the ga, and you said O kirai ni naru, it wouldn't be the end of earth. They would understand you, okay? There are times where O and ga can easily be interchanged, but this isn't one of them. But if you messed it up, you're gonna be okay. Japanese, there are times where the meaning does change, but here it's not one of those times, okay? So, let's say you love cats. Like you've always wanted a cat, then you got a cat. And then you realize that you have to clean the cat litter every single day. And now, you know what? I don't like cats anymore. I've come to dislike cats. How would you say that? I've come to dislike cats. Let me go ahead and see you say this in the chat room. Who could say it? Who's watching the live stream while I take a break? Neko ga kirai ni narimashita. Perfect. James Calabi got it. He's my star. A lot of you got it. Very good. I mean, I don't know. Okay. Okay, final 00 exit. You wrote neko o suki ni narimasu. Wrong. It should be ga. Okay. You could say the O and it would be understood, but it's wrong. Unless you're saying natte kudasai or naranai de kudasai, it's always going to be ga. Okay. And you said narimasu, which means it hasn't happened yet. Like, let's say I'm walking over to the cat litter and oh man, it's the third day in a row and the cat didn't poop in the cat litter. She pooped outside. Kirai ni narimasu. I'm predicting that I'm going to come to dislike them. Oh, I'm going to end up hating these cats. Okay, I'm going to end up disliking. So it is neko ga kirai ni narimashita. After having a cat for a few days, I realized neko ga kirai ni narimashita. I've come to dislike cats. I used to like them, but now I don't. Okay. Let's say you don't ever want to be told. This is very sad, but let's say your boyfriend told you one day. He said to you, "Anata ga kirai ni natta." What does that mean? Anata ga kirai ni natta. Kirai ni natta. I've come to hate you. I mean, that's like, wow, you must have really screwed up. If someone says to you, "Anata ga kirai ni natta," wow. Wow. That's pretty sad. All right, let me give you a real world example. My daughter, Mari, goes to there's a festival, like a music festival here in Las Vegas, and she goes every year. It's called Life is Beautiful, and her favorite band, her absolute favorite band a couple years ago was a band called Arctic Monkeys. Okay, and they're a pretty good band, like they got a pretty good sound. But she said this to me after a concert. Once she saw them live, she said, "Arctic Monkeys ga kirai ni natta. Arctic Monkeys ga kirai ni natta." She used to like them. It implies that she used to like them, but now she doesn't. I don't like them anymore. You're really saying I don't like them anymore. In English, when we say I don't like them anymore, it means you used to like them. And I guess it's because Arctic Monkeys has a really bad stage show. Like their songs are really good, but if you guys have ever seen them live, you can post in the comments. I've never seen them live, so I can't comment on it. But apparently, the guy was having like an off day or something like that, but he was really jerky or not putting energy into the show, and that was the one show she was looking forward to. It's kind of funny how like one little small thing can make you hate somebody. All right, that is it for this video. If you'd like to learn more Japanese, please visit Japanese from Zero, our website, or check out the book. We've got 4 of them right now. And maybe by the time you see this video, there's 5 books out. Book 5 is coming soon. All right, we have one more video. Stick around. I'll see you momentarily for the next video for Lesson 9. じゃあね。